Generally, what is EDD experiencing with the coronavirus?
Well, we know these are very, very challenging times for people, no doubt about it. What we want Californians to know is that there are benefits and services available to assist people if they end up losing work or wages through no fault of their own due to the various impacts of this coronavirus.
Are you getting a lot of calls regarding this? And tell me about some of those calls.
Well, certainly, we have our own staff concerned just like everybody else, in addition to calls and questions from other people. So what we've done is we've put together a good list of frequently asked questions on our EDD website, and we really encourage people to check that out. Basically, there's several different benefit programs depending upon the scenario which is affecting you. For example, if you are sick or quarantined due to the effects of the virus, there's a disability insurance program, and most Californians contribute to that program through their payroll deductions. It's noted as CASDI on their paycheck stubs. And that can help people get benefits of up to $1,300 a week, for example, if indeed they're ill and cannot work and collect wages because of that. You may have to care for somebody who is sick or quarantined in addition to that, and so we have the paid family leave benefit programs available. Same thing, all of these two programs require some kind of medical certification from a physician or a written order from a local or state health official. So those are the two programs related to kind of a medical reason. But there are also those situations where people are actually losing work. Their company is slowing down operations, shutting down operations because of the concerns, for instance, in the travel industry. We want people to know that there is the unemployment insurance program available, and that does also provide benefits, weekly benefits for those who are eligible. Again, losing work and wages through no fault of your own.
If a gig worker is laid off or not given work, can the state help them?
Well, remember, these are all insurance programs, so somebody has to have been contributing on your behalf, whether that is you yourself or your employer. So there are some programs, versions of disability insurance and even unemployment insurance available if, for example, that they want to get coverage in these benefit programs and do so on your own. Most people through their employer will have these benefits provided for them. So it really all depends if somebody has been contributing on your behalf to purchase this coverage for you.
How can they access those programs?
Good question. We're really hoping most people go ahead online to access these programs. And again, on our EDD website at edd.ca.gov, you can go ahead and get those frequently asked questions, which give you details related to what your particular scenario may be. And then it also gives you links directly to the online resources where you can apply for benefits online and then follow your claim and manage that claim online as well.
What programs should workers be looking at if they lose their jobs or not being paid for several weeks?
Good question. Again, that's why unemployment insurance is available. We want people to know that, yes, these are trying times, and we want them to know that unemployment insurance is there specifically for that reason. If indeed you are unable to work, you've lost your job, or maybe your hours are reduced through no fault of your own, like the impacts of this virus, unemployment insurance benefits can provide you up to $450 a week if you meet all the eligibility requirements. And basically, remember, this is a wage replacement program. So you have to have had wages like 12 to 18 months back in your base wage period, we call it, in order to substantiate a claim, because it's meant to help replace some of the wages you lose because you're not able to go to work.
How is the state adjusting to the coronavirus to protect workers?
Well, first of all, we're trying to protect our own workers as well, which is why we really encourage people to access our benefits online. It's the fastest, the easiest. You can access them from home, from a library, or wherever else you may be able to get computer access. But we really encourage you to access those benefits online if at all possible. We're trying to do everything we can by providing frequently asked questions, resources online, so we encourage you to check that out. And there's even at our agency level, which is the Labor and Workforce Development Agency, there's a website there too that also can help you with things like, well, if I got sick while on the job and I got to file a workers' comp claim, or what's involved in paid sick leave with your particular employer. All those questions are available on that website as well. And there are, I should say too, with the employer, we also have services available to assist employers. For example, if you're feeling the impacts, you're in the travel industry or something along those lines, and you're having to reduce the hours of your workforce, instead of laying them off, we do have a program called work sharing. It's an unemployment insurance program, and basically it helps supplement some unemployment benefits when you have to reduce people's hours and their wages. So we encourage employers to check that out, and we'll also give them a 60-day extension on their payroll tax obligations as well.
President Trump made an address yesterday and was taking some action concerning this. Is this a direct result from Trump's action, or are these benefits always available to people should they fall prey to something like this?
Good question. These benefits are always available. They're designed, in fact, for people who, for whatever reason, lose work and lose wages through no fault of their own. And this coronavirus situation is certainly one of those instances. So that's why we want people to know these programs are there. We're certainly working on many things we can do. We're trying to be as lenient as we can on some of the regulations required. You know, you have to, normally we require certification from a physician in disability insurance and paid family leave. In these times, a letter, a certification from a local or state public health official can suffice. So we're doing everything we can to be as accommodating and make these benefits available to as many people as possible.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Oh, the one thing I think that's come up is school closures. So if indeed, and this is an evolving situation. So if you check out our website one day, I encourage you to come back and check it out another day because things could change. But for right now, we want people to know if indeed something happens where their children are forced to stay home because the school is closed, if there is some kind of medical certification, then we encourage you to apply for paid family leave benefits. For instance, you're going to have to lose work for quite a while to provide care for that dependent child. If you don't qualify for disability insurance, some people aren't covered by that, for instance, some self-employed individuals, then we encourage you to apply for an unemployment insurance claim. And all that information is available on our website.
So to clarify, you may not be the one that has the virus or an illness,
Right.
but if you're the main caregiver for that individual, check into these resources.
There is the paid family, basically what the state disability insurance covers two programs: disability insurance benefits and paid family leave benefits. Disability if you're the one who's sick, paid family leave if you're required to care for someone who is sick or quarantined, forced to stay home or whatever type of medically related situation. And then that for you just have to put together your application, a doctor or physician or a health official kind of commits and confirms that situation, then you can collect some paid family leave benefits related to your care for that individual. And there are certain family members that are covered by this benefit in most family relationships, but again, we have that information available on our website.